Are you about to watch a VIPKid prop video that doesn't talk about a whiteboard? Yes. Yes, you are. Hello, it's Teacher Mary. Today we are talking about props again, but these are my personal top 5 props. They are a little bit unusual, a little bit off the beaten path. They're not like your everyday I see these all the time kind of props. And I use them in kind of unexpected ways, some of them. So I'm just going to give you my top 5 unusual props. And yeah, I'll show you how I use them in my classroom. Let's go. Prop number 1 is my snake. I have this little wooden snake. I got him from Books A Million, of all places. I've seen these in a lot of different places. Hobby Lobby has them. I don't know. They're around. And they're not expensive. This one's got like a nice little pattern. You can use it to teach slither. You can use it for snake, for reptile, all the things. But what I use him for is S. If my student is reading, and I do this in levels 3 and up, pretty much. If my student's reading and they miss an S at the end of a word, I'll tell them, I have a snake friend and he gets very sad when you forget an S. So he'll come visit you. And some of my students are scared of snakes and they're just like, ah! And so it's really motivating for them. Some of my boys like to go get their little fake guns and they'll try to shoot the snake, and it's fun. But after I've introduced this a couple times, if I have a student who's reading through and they forget an S, I'll just pick my snake up and I'll just put him around my neck. Usually my hair's up, so he's not like hidden or anything. They can see him. We all wear messy buns at 4 a.m., right? Like, that's not just me. Maybe it is. I don't know. Maybe I'm telling on myself. Whatever. But so I'll just put them around my neck, and I won't even say anything. And then they'll go back and find it and correct it. Or if they don't remember which word it was, I'll ask a question that word is part of the answer. So if it says I don't know, Dad eats blah, 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 blah. I'll say, what does Dad do? And then they'll say, oh, Dad eats. So I use this for S. It works really, really well. My students remember it. It's a very memorable prop. I am not a super prop heavy teacher, so if I'm using a prop, I'm being very strategic and it is serving a very specific purpose. Of course, a lot of times in level 2, I'll just bring a prop out because we're talking about that thing. But typically, especially with level 3 and up, I'm bringing out my props to serve a purpose. And this one serves a great purpose. Prop number 2 is another animal, and it is this pig. It's not any pig. Like this pig? No, it's not that pig. This pig? No, it's not that pig. Although that pig's really cute. It is this pig specifically because it does this. And that's hilarious. And it will get any student to laugh, and probably mom and dad too. They'll crack a smile, they'll think it's funny. And I use this pig a lot of different ways too. I use it to teach pink, I use it for pig, obviously. I use it for noise. I use it to help teach listen. I'll say listen. Oh, listen. What do you hear? And I'll bring it in. I've talked about before Mary Clayson's short vowel TPR. She has great TPR for short vowel sounds. And for she'll smell like a sock or a shoe or something and say to get them to get the sound. I was needing to teach this one day and I didn't have a sock or a shoe. I teach barefoot. I just didn't have anything around me. So for whatever reason, I picked up my pig and I smelled my pig's butt. All my students have great short I sounds now because we do a lot of smelling of pig's butt. And then they go and smell like Dino's butt or whatever toy they have, and they think it's just hysterical. So I use this pig a lot. If I have a student who's shy or they seem like they're not super comfortable, especially in trials, I will find a reason to bring this pig out. I will just find a way to bring the pig out, get it to do that, get them to laugh, get them to feel comfortable. Party City. I think $5. This pig. Prop number 3 is my globe. I use it as ball. I use it to teach throw, catch. I use it obviously as a globe. I use it to teach spin, spin. I use it a lot. It's really cool in level 1. If you teach level 1, then you know you go to all these different countries. My level 1 students really like it when I get the globe out and I show them where the country is. A lot of them have little like ball globes too, and they'll run and get theirs, and parents really like that. They always get excited whenever I pull my globe out. I just do it right at the beginning of class. Meg and Mike in Egypt. 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 And I'll point and I'll show them. And I've got one little boy, Alex, who always brings his globe to class now because he knows we're gonna find the country and he loves it. I do this to ask like, where are you from? And then I'm from America. I can kind of point to my general vicinity. I can teach travel, to, from, like you can use a globe for a lot of things. And it's just fun that it's a ball. It's just fun. I use it a lot in every level, like level 1 through 6. I use it in all of them. It's just a good prop. Prop number 4, balloons. You guys, kids go nuts over balloons. Like even my levels 3 and 4 get excited when I bring a balloon out for whatever reason. I don't know what's so exciting about balloons, but they are exciting. You need to use them in your class. I use them to teach colors a lot, but what I like to use them for is big, big, bigger, 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 the biggest. And I use it to teach grow sometimes, but they're just fun. They're really fun. I always bring them out for my level 1 trials to teach blue, pink, and yellow. Level 1 kids especially get excited when you bring out balloons. I use balloons a lot. Again, I use it for noise. Who's not gonna laugh at that? I mean, come on. Every kid's gonna laugh at that. It's funny. But yeah, I use balloons a lot. I just find ways. If you're teaching stretch, it's pretty stretchy. So just find ways to use balloons in classes. All right, my last prop, prop number 5, credit goes to my husband. He made these for me my very first week of teaching 6 months ago, and I still use them all the stinking time. It's just this little family, these little people on sticks, and I use them in every level 2 trial to teach mom, dad, family, and I use them to teach possessives, like she is his mom, his mom. She is her mom, her mom. She is their mom, their mom. Like, they come in handy so often when you're doing verb conjugations. She runs, he runs, they run. Like, they're just so useful. They're just so useful. Even with the younger kids, are you a boy or a girl? For level 1, like, they come up a lot. I use them a lot. They're in my top drawer of my prop storage because I reach for them so often. They're just good. And they're so easy, like super simple. Just a mom, a dad, a sister, and a brother. You can throw a baby in there if you want to. But I use them a lot. A lot. Especially if you teach trials. If you teach level 2 trials. Well, if you teach trials, then you teach all level trials. And you're going to get a lot of level 2. You need family props. And they just come up. They're so useful in so many ways. I especially use them to teach those possessive pronouns. Those come up in level 2 a lot. and it takes a while for students to master them. So the more ways you can think of to teach that concept, the more chances you have that it's gonna stick. So you just need multiple ways to teach it, and those are a great way to teach. So those are my personal top 5 props. I hope this was helpful for you. I know that with prop videos, it's really common to see like the same props mentioned over and over, and it's because they are so like good and useful and necessary, but I also think it's fun to kind of see creative ways that other teachers are using like not so common props. So I hope you enjoyed this. Feel free to share it with any teacher friends you think might find it useful. Please like my video, be my friend, subscribe, all the things, you know the drill. I really honestly do hope this was helpful and interesting for you though. I will see you next time. Goodbye.